My name's Ashley Hernandez Moncada. I'm 20 years old and I live in Dallas, Texas. Things that you guys need to know about me is my favorite hobbies whenever I'm trying to fight boredom are going on long walks with my dog named Peanut, playing tennis with my father. I love to cook and bake, and even play video games. Another thing that you guys need to know is I'm working at Home Depot as a part-time pro associate. Originally, I was working there as a cashier for a year until they moved me to go work at the pro desk, in which working there, I've only been there for 4 months so far. The career path that I've always had ambitions of ever since I was a little girl was going after education. Education always had inspired me into helping in those who are struggling, and also it's a fun way to interact with your fellow students and try to get them to know them a little bit better. The people who had inspired me to go after my career was my parents, my older sister, and some of my fellow high school teachers. The way that my parents had inspired me to go after my career was during the times whenever I had struggled through school or having like a difficult time and not getting like the knowledge that I need to know and all that. They would always they were always by my side. They would always tell me to never give up, and they would always try to help me face my fears and face those obstacles. And the way that my sister had inspiration into me to go after my career was that I always look up at her after her. And the way that she knows so much knowledge, knowing that much, had made her had such confidence and bravery into facing her fears and her obstacles, in which I wanted to be just like her in the future. And lastly, the way that my high school teachers had inspiration for me to go after that career was because during the times whenever they would be teaching in class, and the way they would be teaching is that they would teach with a lot of care, and they've been trying to help with the students, trying to let them know the knowledge, and they wanted them to be something in life in order to change up the world, and how they always interacted with their students and trying to get them to know them a little bit better and to help those who were struggling in order to pass their classes. The thing that I've always been interested in for such a long time would have to be the kind of genre of music I've been listening through on Spotify. Whenever I'm trying to relax, doing a workout, or doing chores, I'll be listening to from K-pop to EDM. And my favorite artist I would have to say is Mystery Skulls, Daft Punk, Girls' Generation, GOT7, Teen Top, and even Avicii. And the way that I first encountered with K-pop was from my older sister, who had introduced me to listening to bands such as EXO and Big Bang, and listening to those artists. I later on had more expansion of listening to GOT7, Girls' Generation, and Teen Top, which I mentioned in the list. And the way that I've encountered with EDM is that whenever I was on YouTube and I saw one of the music videos of Daft Punk, which was Face to Face, and I clicked on it, and the moment I started listening to it, I fell in love with the rhythm and how the music video looked, in which it also helped me have an expansion of other artists, such as Mystery Skulls and Avicii. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to this video and getting to know me a little bit better on the hobbies that I like to do, knowing where I work at, the career path that I've always had ambitions of, who had inspired me to go after my career, and my interest in music and how I've encountered with the type of music I listen to. Hopefully get to know you guys a little bit better.